Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it's July 17th, 2024. I thought what we do is take a look at the gardens here and see how things are going. I haven't really spent any time in the gardens other than harvesting garlic and shallots and cover crops, that sort of thing. But let's see how things are going. Thea's been very busy harvesting blueberries, black currants, some raspberries, and thornless blackberries as well. So we're over here in the western garden plot, and as you can see, still lots of blueberries to get picked. Yesterday we had another heck of a thunderstorm come through. It really dropped a lot of rain in probably about 15 minutes, which is really putting a little bit of stress on trying to get the pond work done down there, but that's another story. So over here the honeyberries are looking good. I can see there's a little bindweed over here in this plant. Man, it's really hard to stay on top of this, but it's the bindweed. Dang it, it goes underneath the mats and all, and underneath the sheet mulch. But you can see when we have the storms, you'll see they're just laden with blueberries all in the paths here on the weed mats. And one of the things that we discovered the birds like to do, they come in and they fly in fast and hard and hit the blueberry bushes, and that knocks a lot of the ripe ones down, and then they go down and they eat them off the ground. Pretty darn smart. Yeah, see, lots of the berries are gone here now, and new growth showing up. Very nice. Pretty happy with the blueberries. I guess very happy with the blueberry plants. On this side here, things are not looking too bad. Now, the other problem we do have is the raccoons are in here just about every night as well, and they shake a lot of the blueberries off and eat them. So between the birds and the raccoons, it's a challenge. Now, this whole area we've been doing the paper mulch, the new rolled paper mulch, and the double ground hardwood bark mulch. Over here, we did it over here first. There's another bindweed making its way across here. Darn stuff. So we did this area over here first, but look at the dock. You can see the dock and other weeds making their way up through this. So that's some of the paper mulch. Maybe I need to put the double ground hardwood bark mulch down thicker. We only had so much. Oh, I can see some of the grasses coming up over here as well. So I've been working down and back, so I haven't really focused on any of the things that need to be done up here. But yep, so some of the thornless blackberry plants are doing pretty well so far, but pretty frustrated with what we've got here. Let's see, does this come up very easy? Yep, so that was probably just a blown in seed. Let's see the dockweed here. Well, this isn't so bad. So we'll have to see. Dang it. Well, I'll have to investigate this later. Great camera. So we can go around here. So the deer were in here, getting in here all the time. And I don't know that they got in here. I haven't checked the cameras to see. So this is one of the chesters here. Still a little ways off before we get the nice ripe ones. Okay. So you can see down here. Of course, the storm contributed this time to a lot of the berries getting knocked down. The lupine down here, the hostas, It doesn't look like the deer have been eating the hostas this time, so they're coming back. So, western garden plot, I gotta say, pretty happy with it. Thea's been harvesting. It's really great to see those gallon bags getting filled up with our fruit. I haven't spent any time in the food forest doing any work. I have been putting in cover crops up in the third food forest. I'll do a little bit more today with some black boiled sunflower seed on top of the rest of the seed I've put in. But let's check out the central garden plot here. So already the second growth of the Bach 14 comfrey is laying over. Now that's the heavy rains and all, so that's shot up, it lays down, and then it shoots up again, and then a new growth. So I probably should harvest more of that, meaning trim that, and that'll be going into the compost. Now I started the cover crop just a few days ago. The rainstorms have helped out with this so far. Let's see if we can get down there and take a look at it. So some of the seed is starting to germinate now, which is really beautiful. So I don't have to water this morning. Really nice. You can see that there's more germination next to the drip tape because the drip tape is going to be active. I water around the outsides, and of course the rain did it as well. Here's our purslane patch, actually the Norway spruce. They're doing pretty darn well. Corn's doing well. The squash, the winter squash, are looking great as well. We got some squash started down here. There are some hidden down in here as well. So they're doing well. Now the deer keep jumping the fence over here, so there's only so much that we can control. Let's go down further down here and see how things are looking. So there's some of the curly kale. And the San Marzano tomatoes coming along. These are the determinate cultivar. Starting to get a few tomatoes on them now. They're coming in. So these cages that I make here, these are made out of concrete reinforcing material. I bought rolls of that. And this is the old style doing it here, where I cut it and bent the tabs over, but I use 1/2-inch rebar to keep them stable. Actually, Thea put these in this year, so that's working pretty well. And the winds haven't knocked over the corn yet, so thank goodness for that. Pretty happy the corn's doing well. So let's head over to the eastern garden plot and see how things are looking over here. With the tunnel, our trellis for growing the scarlet red runner beans. We had started scarlet red runner bean seeds a few weeks ago, and they did not come up. So Thea dug down and said, geez, they're all missing. So either they were planted too deep, which is likely the case, or that, somebody got them. But Thea went through and replanted them. So you can see here the scarlet red runner beans coming up now. Looking very nice. Of course, I haven't been in here doing any weeding. And so the areas that I did the heavy sheet mulching with the paper, cardboard, and the wood chips. That's holding up great. The areas that I put really thin material, I don't think I actually put any sheet mulch down in this area. So these are the Duke blueberries. Again, the birds are in here continuously, and well, it is what it is. We're blessed to get as much fruit as we do get. So the Heritage Red Raspberry plants here, beautiful plants. They're doing great. All the ones that we potted up are looking great. Those are the ones for sale. Another row of our Duke blueberry plants here. Really looking good. Our Hescaps, looking good. Honeyberries, blueberries, and of course there's volunteer potatoes down in there as well. Didn't have the heart to tear those off. Some bee balm down in here. Keep getting knocked over by the high winds. The bee balm out by the solar panels is looking good. And the wild bergamot and the grasses are all looking good out there. Got the chamomile, some black-eyed Susans, and you'd see the grasses are starting up in here. I didn't do enough of mulching this bed for the sweet potatoes, and unfortunately I pulled out the scarlet and the Pennsylvania smartweed, and you'd see the Japanese beetles have done a little bit of damage here on this. So I've been bad, distracted by other things on the property, but we'll definitely get plenty of beautiful sweet potatoes out of that bed. The strawberry plants that remain, they're sending out the runners. They're looking pretty good. Pretty happy with how they're doing right down here. Again, Thea and I are both so busy, we're just not staying up on weeding and all. The butterfly milkweed looking great. Everything's soaking wet after the storm last night. So right here are the peach trees. They're looking good so far. These are the black locust trees, looking good so far. Apple trees, looking good. These are the Hescaps. I finally did get this remulched and all, so they're starting to do well. So these are the ones we'll get some stool layering or mound layering. We can get some new plants from those ones. This is, what is this one again? Oh, this is more peach seeds that weren't overwintered yet. And here, these are just two blank beds. Another apple tree here. These are the Asian pears. Man, I love Asian pears. They're amazing. And here are the hazelnuts over here. They're really doing great. Fantastic. The ones up front in the second food forest are absolutely beautiful. And I won't take you over to the herb garden right over there just yet. This visit anyways. The lavender is coming in strong. The second growth of the sage is coming in well, and of course we have the small oregano over there, and of course the thyme is holding in like it always does a really great job. I think a week and a half or 2 weeks ago I did a drone video over. I'll try and do another drone video of the gardens sometime soon. I'll try to do one of the pond excavation down and back soon as well. Just running a little bit behind. And the storms, I'll tell you, they interfere with your schedules. But that's life. Let's see how this peach tree is doing over here. Yeah, I should have pruned this by now, but at least the windstorms are blowing off some of these extra peaches here. You see them all on the ground down there. The Illinois mulberry trees, it's fascinating that the deer, so the birds are always getting the mulberries out of there, and they're our favorite mulberries. And so they're always dropping some as they're going from berry to berry. And of course the deer are there every day munching on them. So we're up front here in the front garden area. Dia's got some of her houseplants out here getting waterlogged with the rain lately. And let's take a look at things. So the oregano is looking great. Going to flower now. Thyme is looking good. My brother's iris is looking good. You see the oregano making its way up in between them there. Thyme down here, nice low ground cover thyme. Sedum looking great. Actually to the point where we can start transplanting some of that. And the Japanese maple's doing great. Some of the hostas flowering here at different times. The fiddlehead fern looking beautiful. Some of the hostas looking great, the ones that the deer didn't get to. Japanese maple. I may be getting some lights for lighting up this small area. There's a columbine over there. And oh, look at the, why do I keep forgetting the name of this plant? Oh my God, such a common one. So we got the seed pods there. Oh, dang it. Ah, such a common plant. So here you can see the deer have been coming in and munching. I just love this sedum, a beautiful ground cover. It just looks so beautiful. And it's getting a bit congested here. But I cannot complain. Things are looking good. And I'm behind as far as mowing and weed whacking and all that, so it's a bit of a mess around here. I'll do an update on Buzz, the Kubota ZD1211 zero-turn diesel-powered mower. I love that, it's fantastic, but we did have a breakdown that is a bit of a design feature that I think needs to be re-looked at, and so it caused some damage and all, so I'll make a video about that. I always want to share everything that I find that really turns out fantastic and is an essential tool, and also share with you when things go wrong and things to be aware of. So I think that's it for today's video here. Our garden tour. Still awfully overcast today. It's going to be cooler today. It's going to get about 79, 80 degrees. Humidity's still high. And I got to go down and back and see what the storm damage is with the ponds down there. So I hope everyone's doing well. Stay safe, take good care of yourselves, and get out and enjoy nature. Enjoy the fruits of your labors. Take care now. Bye-bye.